Alright, hello everybody. It's T here, and I thought I would make this video for you today. It's on Jason Blaha, strength and fitness, bro. If I got paid $1 million to go vegan or carnivore, which would I pick? Well, let's review this video. I'm curious.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would sit down and do a video for you guys.
Hey, that's what I said.
You know, I had someone ask me a question. It was actually one of my clients, and they're like, look, you've kind of spoken out against extreme diets. But given what you know about nutrition, what you know about gains, like if you had...
What he knows about nutrition and gains? What does he know about him?
to do one. I'm kind of like, well, what do we mean had? And he's like if you got $1 million to pick a carnivore versus a vegan diet, and for you to still make gains that year. Okay? See where we're going with this? So I would have a real incentive to do so. And my goal was to maintain my long-term health and still make improvements in body composition. Which one would I pick?
Which one would you pick?
That's easy. Vegan. Straight up.
What an idiot. He would pick vegan. You are a carnivore. You pick vegan, eh? Okay. Let me see. Hold on a second here. All right. He's going to pick vegan. Vegan is incomplete when it comes to amino acids and other micronutrients. But meat is not deficient in any nutrients. So they tell you here, skeletal muscle continually breaking down and synthesizing protein. If muscle is going to maintain its mass, the net level of protein balance must equal 0. If muscle is going to gain mass, protein synthesis must exceed breakdown. And they're talking here, they're not talking about vegan diet. They're talking about an animal-based diet, protein, which is not deficient in any micronutrients. The reason why people can't lose weight and they get fat is because you have to focus on your hormones. Now I have a video in my community section. You can check it out. They talk about it. It's called Evil Food Supply. It's a YouTube channel. You'll see there they talk about this problem. It's an epidemic. I've known this for a long time. When you eat vegetables, they don't taste the same like from countries that are putting back the minerals in the ground. They lack in vitamins and minerals. They just taste different. The ones that are the farmers here in America and Canada, they don't replenish the land anymore. It's dead. So the food you're eating is lacking in these nutrients. Even though plants lack in nutrients regardless, they lack 15 nutrients which meat has. So why would you go vegan and knowing that you're lacking in these nutrients and there be a deficiency? And if you are a lifter, then you will run out of your reserves slowly, and your body will start allocating these nutrients all over the place from your body. That's why vegans start to complain. They go carnivore. They all go carnivore. There is a channel now talking about that. I don't understand this, man. This doesn't make any sense to me. Like, bro, it's allocating, your hair is going to start falling out. A whole bunch of stuff is going to start happening to you. Your skin's going to get bad and everything. You're going to get very weak. This guy even talks about it on his channel. Look, I'll show you. I just went to look at him this morning, I think. Hold on a second. Here it is.
Is this invention going to put eye doctors out of business?
These self-adjustable glasses are taking the world by storm. We're going to take some of it with a very...
Okay, so it's you'll see his his thumbnail here. 84% quit plant-based. Yeah, 84. And then it keeps rising. Why do they quit plant-based and they go carnivore? They don't stay there. They go carnivore. That's what he's talking about.
82% of the respondents indicated that some or all of the conditions improved when they reintroduced meat.
All their conditions and everything improved when they introduced meat. So you can check out this video. It's Dr. Suresh Kurara, whatever. Why do so many people quit plant-based diets? 84% quit. See what I mean? Why? Because that's what he just said. Now, let's go back to idiot face here. Fucking Coach Blaha.
That's easy. Vegan. Straight up.
See?
Straight
That's
up.
easy. Straight up.
And I know that's
He never gives any reference as to why he would go vegan straight up. But maybe he will. Let's hear it, because I didn't watch his video.
going to surprise people like, but you're all about protein. I am all about protein.
No. Meat is not just protein. It is micronutrients, bro. You're wrong. It has all essential micronutrients. It does not lack one, but plants do.
Problem is,
And another thing plants have are toxins and sugar, which meat has 0 sugar and 0 toxins. Plus, a high-fat protein diet is much more desirable because your mitochondria function better on animal fat, and you're made up of a lot of cholesterol on animal fat than on plants, and your hormones will be regulated. You'll be normal if you have a high nutrient diet. And it is actually beneficial to eat organ meats. They're higher in nutrients, such as beef liver.
I mean, to be honest, even I would almost still lean towards vegan if someone said if you had to do a deep ketogenic diet.
You see, how's that working for you, Coach? You look old. You're bald because of your vegan diet with those 12-inch arms. And you're deteriorating quickly over time. You'll deteriorate really fast. You look in the mirror one day. You're already looking 75. And you're what? You say you're 45 or 46? Fuck, man, I can only imagine in 10 years what you're gonna look like. Yeah, you're gonna look like fucking 90 years old. Walking down the street, you're gonna look like a mummy. Vegan diet.
To where talking like 70% fat calories, carbs 20 grams a day tops, and you had to get all your fat from animal products. Like,
Remember, when people say these fancy words like intermittent fasting, they mean starvation. When he says carbohydrates, he means sugar. Eat sugar. What is sugar? A drug. It's speed. It's a drug. That's how they have you drugged. Society. That's how they have society drugged and controlled, by drugging them with sugar. Yeah, they keep feeding you it's an unnatural diet. In nature, you would never eat these carbohydrates or plants. You understand me? In nature, you would live normal, like within nature. When they're giving the reference in the Bible, Adam ate the apple. Well, what happened when he ate the apple? He aged. You understand me? And he died. He turned to an old man and he died. That's what happened. Yeah. He aged. You don't age on a carnivore diet. That's why that Asian guy, the Asian dude, he's 57 and he looks like he's 25 years old. Yeah. I can't bring that up right now because I'm on my phone. I'd have to type it up. There's a guy online, an Asian guy. They show him all the time. He talks about it because he doesn't eat sugar. All right.
deep keto, I'd still pick vegan in that case. And I know that'll come as a surprise to a lot of people because they're like, you don't like any of that. I'm like, I don't like it.
Plants make you look horrendously ugly. They mutate your DNA. These toxins, they're actually anti-nutrient. You need to watch this video in my community section. It's going to help you a lot. Watch this guy, the one I just showed you on here, remember? Watch that video to understand, and then watch this video here. Community section. This video will educate you, man. It's very important. This one right here, the real reason you're fat. You need to understand what these things are. They're anti-nutrients. This lady's eating a salad. Why is she still fat? I've seen ladies in a hamburger joint. She was eating a salad, but she's still fat. She said she eats lots of plant foods and she can't figure out why she's still fat. Because they're anti-nutrient. You need nutrients to stay slim and normal. Yeah, you'll get fat. Eating salads, literally, you could get fat. It's just crazy. Anyway. All right, let's go on with this video.
And here's my point. It's not that you can't make gains on a vegan diet. That's not my problem.
No, you won't make gains on a vegan diet. I lost muscle. Look, I'm not a vegan. I eat a lot of meat. You saw my old videos on my old channel. I had a lot of eating videos. I show you what I was eating. I ate a lot of salmon, fish, meat, beef, this, that, constantly with my food. But I ate a lot of fruits and vegetables. And I'm telling you, they destroy your muscle because they're toxic and they're anti-nutrient. And if they're anti-nutrient, you start starving, you starve your muscle. Your body will start catabolizing your muscle. I'm telling you. This is ridiculous. The only gains you'll get are fat and maybe some sarcoplasmic shit in there.
My problem is that it is way more difficult and nuanced, and I look at it as I don't hold a strong enough moral view of the topic for me to sacrifice the amount of work and effort required, and that'll upset a lot of vegans, and that's okay. I'm just giving my opinion.
No, vegans are narcissistic. They just think they want to save the planet. They're not saving shit, okay?
But is it possible to still make really good gains and have good health on a vegan diet? I don't think you can do that on a carnivore. I think you...
Absolutely not. You can only do that. Why is he giving out this misinformation? Boy, he really is jealous of you guys out there. He wants to influence you to go vegan. This is insane.
Will absolutely sacrifice your long-term health, and I think it is a hell of a lot harder to gain muscle.
What? You will sacrifice your long-term health? Holy fuck, man, this guy's crazy. Let me see this again.
It's way harder to optimize performance on a carnivore diet. I would go so far as to say it's nearly impossible.
Performance. Not if you're eating a high-fat protein diet. Fat will optimize your performance. There's so many people that do that. The problem with a lot of people is they don't like to. They don't eat enough fat. That's why people eat sticks of butter. You see them. They're pounding down this fat. I don't like dairy. I don't like dairy that much as fat. Milk is not good for you. Do not drink dairy milk. Do not drink milk on carnivore. You're an adult. Don't drink animal milk. Don't drink any milk. That's bad. It's got cholesterol. It's got sugar in it. Another thing is butter is a dairy product as well. I cook with butter, but I'm not so much as I'm going to eat butter, okay? I prefer to cook with like lard or something else, or beef tallow. That's much better, actually, to tell you the truth. Thing is, you have to look for them in the store. But really, you should be, you can, if you can't just chow down this fat, this beef fat, you can grind it up and grind up beef and make your own minced beef and fry it up a bit and eat it. You know what I mean? If it's clean, you could figure out recipes how to make beef tartare, eat it raw. That helps too. But it is good to eat a lot of animal fat. I'm telling you, you'll perform a lot better. That is your problem.
And it will destroy your health in the long term. From a logic perspective, it is.
So it'll destroy your health being on a carnivore diet. Let me get this straight. Like I just showed you already, all these vegans are dropping off. And where do they go? Carnivore diet. Why? And then they all improve. Fuck, I even did, on my old channel, I did so many about Makonnen, what happened to her, the crazy vegan lady. The Chinese doctor told her eat meat, she ate meat, and all of a sudden she restored to a normal person. Why do people become restored on a carnivore diet after failing on vegan? Because it lacks nutrients. Even in that video I just showed you from the Evil Food Supply, if you watch them, you'll see they'll explain things, they show you stuff, like real stuff, evidence. That if you're deficient in nutrients, which most of America is now, they're pretty much starving, and that'll age you and hinder your performance. It'll mess up your performance. Fruits and vegetables aren't the same like they were when I was growing up. They're not the same anymore, that's for sure. But they are toxic and they're bad for you anyway. But we never ate that much to begin with when I was growing up. We more were like meat based, and there was a lot of bread there or something. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. We drank a lot of water, not so much pop. Like today, people just chow down so much sugar, it's crazy. They drink pop like it was water.
The most stupid diet anyone has ever come up with. Like scientifically, nutritionally, it is the most.
Carnivore diet is not a diet. It is your natural diet, if you want to call it that. This guy's crazy. Somebody came up with carnivore. Nobody came up with it. Been eating carnivore for over hundreds of thousands of years, bro.
Most insane diet anyone has.
And if anything, we were eating it raw. There were no pots and pans out there. We drank the animal blood, ate the organs, and ate the meat raw.
Come up with. The fact that anyone convinces people to do it is beyond moronic. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. It is just that dumb. At least with a vegan diet, you could supplement the things you're missing. You could make food.
You'll be weak. You'll be frail on a vegan diet. You'll be completely diminished, and your performance will fucking go out the window.
Choices that will make up for the deficiencies and problems with the diet. It's actually possible. Like again,
He just said make up for the deficiencies in the diet. If the person is saying it's deficient, then it's shit. Therefore, beef is not deficient. See that? He couldn't say that carnivore diet was deficient in anything. He said, if it's deficient vegan diet, you can make up for it. Make up with it with what? Eating carnivore diet? What an idiot.
if I was put in a situation to where, that sort of money involved, and then I'd have an incentive to do it, and then I'm not even calculating in the cost or anything else of doing it correctly, it's a really easy choice. It just is. Just is. Mainly, and here's why.
He's insane.
All the phytonutrients, the antioxidants.
Phytonutrients, antioxidants? It's anti-nutrients, man. There's proof of that. Cripes, man, this guy's nuts. Here's another thing. Not only are they anti-nutrient, but as far as the antioxidants in plants, they can't be used in humans. I can bring this up as well. You can type it in Google, man. The antioxidants in plants are to protect the plants. Now, the antioxidants in animal meat, now that's different. It helps you because you're made up of these animal cells. Yeah.
There's so much of there. Also, the ability to eat as many carbs as you need. Okay, let's be frank here. Look, protein's a big deal. Protein's a big deal. But if you're talking about optimizing performance, carbohydrates.
Yeah, carbohydrate, sugar. It's a drug. It's like cocaine, any kind of drug that's going to enhance your performance. Why does the government feed you sugar? Why do they keep putting sugar in all these processed foods? They even dump more sugar in there. It's to squeeze out more production out of you. You go to your slave job where they pay you your slave wage. And then they send you to these places called coffee houses. Why is coffee so popular? Well, why is it so popular? Because they put sugar in it. Coffee tastes like shit. Black coffee tastes like crap. So what do? They put sugar in it. That's the whole point. To keep you in a drug-induced environment so that they can squeeze production out of you as much as they can. And then you just become nothing in the end. You've destroyed your health by the time you reach 40. You're completely kaput because sugar is a drug, bro, and drugs diminish you over time. That's its job, to destroy you. It's like it uses you up and then it destroys you. You ever see a healthy drug addict in the street? Taking these hardcore drugs. You ever see any healthy ones out there walking around? What do they look like to you? They look diminished. That's what you'll become too. That's what sugar will do to you.
Not even saying you have to do a high carb diet, but you need a certain minimum threshold.
No, you don't need any of that. Your body will produce glucose from in the form of ketones from your liver if need be, if it's necessity.
And it's not 20 grams. Okay. Like even if you're getting a lot of fat and protein calories, look like I'm doing fairly high fat right now with tons of protein, but I still get like.
There you go. See, he's doing tons of protein and high fat. Man, this guy's such a liar. He just wants to fuck you people up.
100 grams of carbs a day, even cut it.
He's lying.
Altitude
He's
sports.
not. You don't do carbs when you're cutting. You can't cut on carbs, man. That is just stupid. All right.
Altitude sports.
Hold on a second. Commercial.
Hit that pose, take that flick,
Right.
check your angle, post that. Hit that pose, take that flick.
Like 100 grams of carbs a day, even cut it. You can't perform under that.
He gets 100 grams of carbs a day, even cutting. Right now, I'm eating 0 carbs, and I mean zero. I'm on my pure natural carnivore diet. But what I found was, if I'm low on energy, I've got to eat more animal fat, and I feel much better.
You really can't. It compromises your workouts. So at least you still have access to the carbohydrates. And
Well, because lions, they eat a lot of protein. They may be eating the fat there too. Lions, okay, what do carnivores usually do? Well, they eat and then they relax and then they don't eat for a whole week. And then they eat a bunch of meat again, like lions. That's what they do. Here in North America, we keep overfeeding our animals. We overfeed them with fucking weird food, weird manufactured pellet, protein, animal, discarded fucking shit. I don't know. You shouldn't be feeding your dog every day anyways. You shouldn't be eating. How do they survive in the street, these dogs? They don't eat all the time. They'll find some meat somewhere, something they'll eat. They won't eat every day. But here in North America, people have a tendency to feed their dog every day. Yeah, it's a possibility even twice a day because they don't understand. They think animals are like humans. You need to eat 3 meals a day. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
you have all the phytonutrients, the antioxidants, you're good there. Like all of that is good. You're good because we get that stuff from plants. All right.
No, you don't. You don't get that. You don't get antioxidants and things from plants. But this guy doesn't know anything. Doesn't he investigate any of this stuff?
Easy. You have to supplement B12 though. Okay, that is a diet to where you will have to
Again, if you have to supplement B12, it's deficient. And that's not the only one. It's deficient in 15 micronutrients.
supplement, or it will harm your health seriously in the long term. You have to
will.
supplement B12.
That supplement, that B12 is, I think it's fucking cyanide, man. It's made from some shit. It's made from some nasty, it's toxic, bro.
May or may not need to supplement iron. You're gonna have to watch omega-3 intake. No, I don't think you have to get the omega-3 from EPA and DHA. You're probably gonna need to eat a lot of walnuts and stuff though. Just saying.
Yeah, eat some walnuts with, they only have cyanide in them. And eat seeds. They're filled with cyanide. This is wonderful. Yes, you want to poison yourself even further and deteriorate your health.
And you're gonna have to pay attention to the omega-3. Then it comes to the protein question, like how would someone do that? You're going to have to pick a lot of protein-rich foods. You're going to have to accept you won't be doing things like the protein overfeeding that I talk about. You're not going to be able to pull that off. But given the higher fiber intake with the appetite and some of the thermic end, yeah, that would still be there. Fiber.
This is pure misinformation, guys. This is the coach that you're following. Coach Idiot.
Can go a long way for both of those. Not necessarily the most.
Anybody that promotes a pure vegan diet is absolutely insane, and you will look like him. You want to look like him? Then eat vegan. Yeah.
Delicious way to do it. But we come back over to, I don't know, with enough beans in your diet, enough soy. You could pull it off. I could pull it off. Maybe some, probably have to have some plant-based protein shakes. But I mean, yeah, I could if I were put on the spot.
Plant-based protein shakes, they're the worst, man. They're so toxic because they're so, how should I put it? They're so dense now, and there's you could get stones, kidney stones. You got to watch out with that. The oxalate level is very high. Plants are filled with oxalates. They form oxalate crystals and acid. They destroy your joints. They destroy your body. They give you every disease you can imagine. They stress the shit out of you.
Had to do it. Could I pull off a plant-based diet and still deadlift 600 pounds? Yeah, I think I absolutely could. It could.
So why doesn't he? If he could do that on plant-based, why doesn't he? And would he prove it? No, he won't. He'll probably lie to you. He's on carnivore diet. Look at him laughing. He's laughing at you. Look, he's on carnivore diet, and he's like, "Yeah, I could pull it off on a veg. Probably could." And then he's like, everybody says, "Okay, so try that, coach." And then he goes, "Yeah, look, I'm eating a plant-based diet." Meanwhile, I'm not saying he has videos where he's eating fucking Greek yogurt and a bunch of weird shit. He eats a bunch of dairy products and things. How can he be deficient in anything? He's just a liar. I believe he eats fucking carnivore and a bunch of stuff. He eats everything.
It's doable. Cutting isn't that hard. Losing weight on a straight up vegan diet, not that hard.
Look, I wouldn't disagree. Like complex carbohydrate, like a potato, which is, I wouldn't go with rice because rice has arsenic, but go with potato. And potato's not that much better either. It's got oxalates in it. But like I said, I would, if I had to, go with potato because that helps with energy and helping to bust these muscles to get them bigger and stronger. That's the whole point. You can use the pump and protein. It's like, again, different type of protein, a different type of training modality to get that, to bust muscles. But anyway, I can't get into it right now.
It really is the muscle growth that's the difficult thing, and it really is the protein side.
Yeah, because protein synthesis needs to exceed this breakdown. If it doesn't, and it has to be animal. The reason why I talked about Brewer's Yeast on my channel, the only supplement that I would use that is plant-based, is because Brewer's Yeast, the uptake is that of animal protein. That is the closest one. You understand me? And it has a lot of, minerals and vitamins and stuff in there. So it could help, yes. Because your food is deficient in vitamins and minerals.
It could be done with correct supplementation.
It's like beef. The younger the beef, the more the nutrient dense that meat is. Now, an old cow, it's kind of depleted at this point. That's why they don't serve old cows.
With careful food choices, could you still pull it off and be pretty close to optimal? I don't like to admit it. Okay, so I want to be clear here. I don't say this to say, "Oh yeah, this is great," because I don't like the idea of this. But if you're asking me to be intellectually honest, yeah, I could do it. It is within my knowledge and scope of knowledge to pull it off. I can't.
It's in the scope of your knowledge to pull it off? No, it would have to be in your physical being to actually pull it off, and it won't. It has nothing to do with knowledge. It has to do with physical. Your body would malfunction at some point. Yeah. You do have reserves of these micronutrients in your body, but your body would use them up quite quickly within time, and you'll become dysfunctional, like a broken down robot.
Do that on a carnivore. I can tell you straight up, looking at the options that are there and even the crazy solutions carnivores come up with, there is no way you're going to pull it off for long-term health. You are going to destroy your gut flora in the long term.
You're going to destroy your gut flora in the long term. Yes, they're so healthy. That's why everybody's going carnivore. These vegans are all going carnivore. Because it's so healthy. Yeah, it's so healthy. Fucking everybody's like, all these people are going carnivore because of their issues.
The way you break it down, you're going to end up with potential for atherosclerosis.
Yeah, sure.
And performance is always going to suffer. You're talking like zero carbohydrate, unless you're drinking milk. I don't even want to call milk a carnivore, though. You're drinking milk. I don't know where they come up with the idea of doing butter. It's like carnivore. Have you ever seen a lion skim milk and churn butter? I haven't. So
Those are the exceptions. Some people eating butter and milk. I use butter for cooking. You can eat butter. It's not that bad. But yeah, butter's pretty. Look, butter's not that bad for you. Like, I'm not really too much with the dairy product stuff, bro. But I like carnivore stuff, okay? But this is what they give us slaves to eat: beef and pork and these animals. It's not like I gotta go out there and hunt wild game every day. Where am I gonna put it? You got a freezer for that?
back over to answer the question. If put in the position of picking one for $1 million, I'd go vegan. Straight up. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on
He has gone vegan already. He's drinking his vegan drink there.
that today.
See? He's drinking his vegan drink. That's why he looks mutated. He looks ugly. What a model. I'll see you in the next one. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Helps the algorithm, broski. Yeah, for $1 million, he'd go vegan. Nobody would pay him $1 million anyway. And he's already vegan. But he's lying, man. He eats everything. He eats dairy products. You've seen him eating that fucking yogurt and drinking milk and doing weird shit. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.